Most people believe some weird electricity myths. In this video, I'm going to show you the 10 common electricity myths and the truth behind them. If you are ready, let's go. Number 1 myth is that electricity comes from the socket. You can see it here. Most people believe that the source of electricity is usually from the wall sockets in their home, but that myth is wrong. The reason is because this cannot generate electricity. Instead, it is a source of provision, an outlet for electricity. How do we know that? We know because the source of electricity comes from the power stations. So socket provides only a connection point to your gadgets at home. Hence, this is the power station. It can be hydropower station, it can be gas power plant, and so on and so forth. So I hope you will not be believing or looking at your socket as the source of electricity. Now, myth number 2 that most people ignorantly believe is that the more appliances you use, the more electricity is being made or consumed. Now, the truth is, even though you have television, fridge, washing machine, you have your water boiler, or you have electric iron, and so on and so forth, the truth is, appliances don't make electricity, they use the electricity. These are not devices that make electricity. It means that these are devices that consume electricity. So they use electricity instead of making electricity. Myth number 3 is that bigger wires always use more electricity. I believe you must have heard of this before. Yes, that bigger wires always use more electricity. You can see these bigger wires in circumference. But the truth is, bigger wires use less electricity because they tend to possess less resistance and it makes them more efficient. So the bigger wires you are seeing tends to be the best conductors based on the term of resistance, the opposition to the flow of charges. Myth number 4 that most people are wrongly believing is that switching off the switch or the socket saves all electricity. That immediately you switch this off, that you save all electricity in your homes or in your house. The truth is, many people believe that many devices still use electricity when off. This situation occurs when you are using remote. You use your remote to power off your television, or you power off any device that uses remote, or even your chargers when still plugged. The process that happens here is that they are on standby power, like televisions and like chargers. So they are still connected and electricity is being consumed within those devices. Myth number 5 is that you can get an electric shock from a battery. Have you heard of that before? You can get electric shock from battery. The truth is, batteries can give a mild shock, but serious shocks come from mains electricity. It comes from the alternating current, which is the AC, and we also term that to be the mains electricity. Yes. The next myth is that electricity travels slowly. But the truth is that electricity travels very fast. It's one of the most fastest thing that can travel on the surface of the earth, almost at the speed of light, which is 300,000 kilometers per second. That is 3 times 10 raised by 8 meters per second. So which of these myths have you believed so far? Drop your answers in the comment. Let me know the myth you have wrongly believed before now. Myth number 7 now is that lightning never strikes the same place twice. That lightning never strikes the same place twice. That is a lie. The truth is, lightning can strike the same place many times. It can strike on the same point, the same place many times. So number 8 now is that fuses and circuit breakers do the same thing. Have you heard of this before? that circuit breakers and fuses do or does the same thing. The truth is, both are protective devices when it comes to electricity, right? Both protect circuits, but they work differently. Fuse melts when there is an excess current that passes through it, while circuit breakers trip and can be reset. They trip off and you can reset them, so they are like automatic devices, but fuses are manual devices. Now, here we land at the ninth myth number 9, that wet hands always cause electric shock. Have you heard of that before? Your wet hands always cause electric shock. The truth is, electricity needs a complete circuit before it can perform that action. So wet hands increases the risk of shock, but wet hand is not the only cause of electric shock. It is because you are connected to the ground, you are connected to the earth, and which is why you risk electric shock. So if you can put on a protective device like an insulated device on your feet, then automatically it will not shock you. That brings us to myth number 10. It says that LED bulbs use more electricity than old bulbs. I believe you have changed all your bulbs. You have changed them from LED bulbs to this energy saving bulb, which is LED bulbs. Yes, you have changed these old bulbs to this. But the truth is, LED bulbs use much less electricity and last longer. So take note of this. LED bulbs use more electricity than old bulbs. The truth is, LED bulbs use much less electricity and they last longer. So basically, I'm giving you some bonus tips here for safety precautions. Never touch live wires. The live wire, the positive wire, the red wire, yes, never touch them with your hands. Then use insulated tools while touching electric wires. Then do not overload sockets. If the socket is rated 13 ampere, 15 ampere, make sure the load that is connected to that socket is not greater than that. Then always switch off before repairs. If you are repairing any electric gadget or electronics components, make sure you switch off these devices from its sources, or even unplug them totally before carrying out the repair. Then keep liquids away from electricity. Keep liquids away from electricity. Remember that electricity is useful when respected and dangerous when misunderstood. If you disrespect electricity, it becomes dangerous. If you misunderstand electricity, then it becomes dangerous. But if you respect electricity, it becomes useful to you. Understand it, respect it, and use it safely. Now, this is your exercise. I want you to drop your answers in the comments quickly. Now, the challenge question is this: which of these myths did you believe before today? Write down any two and explain the truth in your own words. I need your answer in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.